Hey, Jeff, the Rising Team here. I thought I would do a quick rundown of home sales the last few years in Lenawee County. There's been a lot of talk about the real estate market being out of control, being crazy. There's so many buyers, so few listings. And I'm going to show you right now, we've consistently had about the same number of sales every single year the last few years in Lenawee County. So there's not an inventory shortage. There's not too many buyers. In my personal opinion, my professional opinion as well, what happened in 2020, 2021 and the first half of 2022 is people just got sucked into the auction mentality, bidding people, overbidding people. Low interest rates were making people buy houses that weren't really ready to buy a house. They just thought it was a good idea because interest rates were low. So I'm going to look at some numbers here in our MLS, and you should be able to see this as well. I'm going to go look at closed sales. We're going to go back to 2019 first. So I'm going to put in closed, date 01/01/2019 to 12/31/2019, and we're just going to do our local market of Lenawee County. I'm going to put a minimum price of $5,000. That'll take out any of the rental listings that were in there for $1,500, $1,000, whatever. So you can see right here in the summary, 1,416 home sales in Lenawee County for the entire year 2019. Okay, so this is pre-pandemic, pre-low interest rates. Interest rates were in the fives or whatever back then. So let's go to 2020. 01/01/2020. So for 2020, you can see up here, 1,484 home sales that entire year, about the same number of sales. All right, let's go to 2021. 1,482 home sales for the entire year of 2021, Lenawee County, about the same number of home sales, right? And so let's do something else here. Let's see where we are for the first half of 2022. So I'll go through June 06/30, 655 home sales in Lenawee County for the first 6 months of 2022. So we're about on pace to have the same number of total home sales in Lenawee County for the entire year, right? So let's, just for the heck of it, let's go back to 2018 just to see what 2018 said. 1,319, so that's about 150 less, 160 less than the 2019, 2020, 2021, but still about the same, as far as the range. So hopefully that sheds some light on the current real estate market in Lenawee County. About the same number of home sellers sell every single year in Lenawee County, right? In 2020, 2021, the first half of 2022, I really just professionally and personally think that this was just a situation where people had an urgency. People were looking for some kind of normalcy after the quarantine, the pandemic, or everyone said, oh, they got stuck in their house for 6 weeks. They realized they didn't like their house. I don't really think that was the case. But so you can see the real estate market has stayed consistent in our area year over year for at least the last 4 years, right? Hopefully that answers some questions for you. There wasn't some massive surge of people just deciding to sell their house or move or whatever. It's been pretty consistent year over year. So I guess what I would say is if we ever get into a situation again where interest rates are super low, a lot of home buyers get in the market, don't get sucked into a bidding mentality, don't get sucked into the auction mentality and overpay for the house that you want, because I can guarantee you there's a lot of people, and go ahead and comment below if this is you, there's a lot of people in 2020, 2021 that overpaid for a house. They're not going to be able to sell that house anytime soon. If you paid 10% more than the house was listed for, and real estate only appreciates 3 or 4% a year from here on out, guess what? If you add in closing costs, what it costs to sell the house, you're gonna have to be there about 6 or 7 years before you even break even on that, right? So there's some insight on the local Lenawee County real estate market year over year total home sales in our area. You have a good one, and if you have any questions, DM us or comment below.